From lizards to mispronunciations, there will always be people who believe stuff. Conspiracy theory stuff. Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Lists. Today, we look at the top 10 conspiracy theories that turned out to be conspiracy theories. Number 10. Courtney Love did find flight MH370. Remember when that Malaysian Airlines plane disappeared? I sure do. Whilst billions of dollars were spent and tireless oceanographic surveys carried out to no avail, Courtney Love got real bored one night, fucked around on Google Maps for an hour whilst drooling on her trackpad, and located the resting place of the doomed flight. At first, people laughed at Love and rightly dismissed these claims as the ramblings of a drug fiend with years of attention-seeking antics to their name. However, in light of the sheer sincerity of her tweets and childlike doodles, people began to question whether believing her should be acceptable. The Malaysian government themselves were said to be 99% sure the rock star whore's babblings were correct, but decided that there would be far less outrage if they never found the plane than to have to credit a woman who once did this.
I'm all I wanna be.
Number 9. The Holocaust actually happened. This is a theory very popular in Switzerland and not too popular in Iran. And we're leaving this one the fuck alone. Number 8. Gerry Adams' voice was dubbed because he was too charismatic. During the golden age of the Troubles in Northern Ireland, Sinn Féin president and all-round sex symbol Gerry Adams was the face of sectarian violence. Get him! Get him! And in a bid to destroy his popularity amongst girls aged 12 to 15, the British government ruled that in every broadcasted interview, speech, and haiku reading by Gerry Adams, his voice was to be dubbed to make him actually seem boring.
I bring in a bunch of gung-ho, very, very youthful, exuberant, fearless, new expendables who I don't care about, and they don't care about me.
It was well documented that Adams had a very charismatic voice and would often crack hilarious jokes and tell captivating anecdotes. The British government continued to deny this right up until the Good Friday Agreement, when Tony Blair was caught on camera physically peeing his warmongering pleated pants after Adams told him the one about the Protestant, the Catholic, and the rock star who go to a segregated bar. On a side note, Adams is not the only political figure to have had his voice dubbed to discredit them. In declassified CIA documents, that Fidel Castro had been dubbed by British snooker player Steve Davis to make him sound real dull.
I felt a lot more comfortable on the table. I think one match helps.
And Malcolm X was dubbed over with the voice of Roy Chubby Brown to really confuse people into believing that the great man was in fact an unfunny racist fuckwad from Middlesbrough.
It's like this government, I can't understand this government. I mean, I try to, but I obviously can't get my head that far up my fucking arsehole.
Most bizarre still is the theory that during a U2 concert tour of the UK in 1987, Bono was dubbed over with the voice of Oliver Cromwell, the potato thief.
The king, Protestant church. The king turned the house of God into a Roman temple.
This was debunked, however, due to the historical inaccuracies of when recorded sound was first made. Number 7. Alex Jones is a real person? Apparently, millions of people think conspiracy theorist and health supplement tycoon Alex Jones is in fact a real person. Like, people really believe that shit? Number 6. Superhead is hip-hop's most prolific ghostwriter. Karine Stephans, lovingly known in the hip-hop community as Superhead due to all the rap dick she sucked to completion, caused much controversy in 2005 with her tell-all cock-gobbling expose book, Confessions of a Video Vixen. After the fallout between rappers Meek Mill and Drake in 2015, when Meek accused Drake of using ghostwriters, reference tracks started to leak onto the internet. Meek stated in a now deleted tweet that any rap line that had the sentence, "suck my dick," or "suck my motherfucking dick," or similar, "suck my," is a signature line by the ghostwriter Superhead. Meek told Funkmaster Flex in a private telegram that Drake had met Superhead at one of Birdman's boat parties. Drake had walked in on Birdman and rapper Starship Boy having a double-ended dildo session directed by Superhead. Drake and Superhead got talking, and Drake immediately commissioned Kareem to pen 100 songs, including the Meek Mill diss track, Back to Back, which was inspired by Superhead and Drake's first encounter.
Bad to bad, ass to ass. Bad to bad, ass to ass. Bad to bad, ass to ass.
Number 5. The Holocaust did not happen. This conspiracy theory is very popular in Iran, and not so popular in Switzerland. And that's why we're leaving this subject the fuck alone. Number 4. 9/11 was an inside job.
Shut the fuck up.
Number 3. American sports were created by the British Empire to make Americans look stupid. This one really hits home hard. It's said that after America won the War of Independence, the British were left real pissed and hatched a plan of revenge. The idea was to invent silly sports that no one else on planet Earth would want to play or support and sell the idea to the American people. It's thought that Sir Rufus Hopkins Bloomsbury, creator of rugby, created American football after having funny dreams about people laughing at a white man trying to convince people the sport should be called football even though you don't ever kick the ball. Turns out the witch doctor's vision was pure genius, and American football is the most popular sport in the United States. In turn, a group of 8-year-old schoolgirls in Oldham were commissioned by the British king to come up with a way to demasculate American men by convincing them that bouncing a netball was now a non-girly sport and simply rebranded the net into a basket. Which makes sense because a fucking basket with a hole in the bottom is fucking stupid as fuck.
What is that? What is that? That's basketball with no backboard.
And baseball was a freak accident. One night, a naughty child glued his Rounders team's bats together and filled the balls with expanding foam. The child's PE teacher laughed so hard about it, he knew this was a winner. And as for ice hockey, that was apparently suggested by a Staffordshire businessman when he was drunk as hell during a discussion with American sailors about things to do on a frozen lake. Turned out, those clever sailors thought it was genius, and now it's an actual sport. Number 2. Michael Jackson did or did not die a virgin. The rabbit hole of where this one can take us in such sensitive times is troubling to say the least. Just take that in for a second. Yeah, that's why we ain't even gonna fuck with that theory ever. And before we reveal our number 1 conspiracy theory, here are some honorable mentions. David Icke is actually a genius satirist.
Yes, you see, the thing is that it's quite funny, really.
Kanye West is Michelangelo reborn, put back on Earth by God to usher in a new renaissance.
Michelangelo.
The lion in Zion is not even a lion. It's a lie. Number 1. Michel'e is a clone of Mickey Mouse. Best known for her sultry R&B hits and taking regular beatdowns from Dr. Dre, songstress Michel'e is well known to have this voice.
I mean, because if they start from where they start from, I was just a quiet girlfriend who got beat up and told to sit down and shut up.
Leading to much speculation that she is in fact a living cartoon, and the inspiration for Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Secret documents were uncovered by touchy-feely journalist Julian Assange, revealing that in the 60s, a secret program was launched by Walt Disney to breed human-mouse hybrids to work at his Disney theme parks. This was to not spoil children's imaginations that those huge Mickey Mouse costumes were not legitimate mice. It's said that after many mistakes, the best creation they came up with was in fact Michel'e. However, as we all know, Michel'e would go on to get signed by Ruthless and Death Row Records and have human children with Dr. Dre and Suge Knight. The documents are sketchy in detail as to why Walt Disney scrapped the program after coming so close. Michel'e clearly has the voice of a cartoon mouse, right?
Technically.
Obvious points would be that she is not a mouse, nor even male. However, the most popular theory has something to do with Walt Disney's feelings towards certain non-mouse minorities.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
And that's about as far as we're going with this one.